Yo, welcome back to the Heavily
this?
Opinionated Podcast. It's your boy, Jamel Kijana, a.k.a. Melly Mel, a.k.a. whatever you want to call me. And with me, I got...
It's your boy, it's your homie, it's the Bonnet Bandit himself. Cat glasses on today. It's your boy, Playboy Troy. Welcome to the Playboy Palace. How we doing, people?
We doing all right. Who else in the building tonight?
It's your boy Frank Mason, aka Coolie High, and I got the festival. I got the festivities. Yeah. I'm in the Christmas spirit, so I'm just here.
Yeah.
I'm locked in. Let's go.
He ready. That man ready. It's getting ready. All right. Who else? Last but not least, in the building tonight.
Yo. Y'all niggas know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? This is how we gonna go ahead and get this shit started. You know what I'm saying? We got all the disrespect. We got all the shit that was said. Anything and everything that y'all got to say.
Whoa.
Bring that shit. You feel me? You see what's going on. Shout out to Michigan.
Whoa.
It's your boy Platinum Pat in the building. You know what I'm saying? We shining. We dining. You feel me? I motherfucking flying.
Let's get into it. I have nothing negative to say about the Michigan Wolverines. My family, you know, they're Wolverine fans. I live about an hour away from Ann Arbor. But I will say, it doesn't matter because they're not going to be able to beat Georgia. So they just need to. I don't know. Tomorrow is when we'll get to. Stop. They lost. Tomorrow we'll get to see the new playoff rankings. I'm sure Michigan will be able to jump to that 2 spot. So maybe they won't have to play Georgia until the champion. But that's if Georgia can beat Bama, because we saw what Bama just did. You know, they've been hot since that loss to Texas early in the season. Jalen Milroe, them boys is cooking. Isaiah Bond, they cooking up over there. I like that. So
they're not gonna make it. They're not.
We'll have to see on Saturday. It'll be right there in the A. The game right there where you at. I know it's gonna be lit down there this weekend. Georgia versus Bama. Yeah, he did. He went from blue to red.
Change his bonnet.
All right, everybody, let's count. That's true.
So you on both? You on both sides or something? You didn't let that Cali shit get to your head?
What you mean?
This nigga repping both sides. This is ridiculous.
Disclaimer, heavily opinionated.
That Ohio red.
Oh wow.
That OHIO Buckhead.
Buckhead. Oh my lord.
Oh, okay. It's rifle. Loser shit. You feel me? It's rightful. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Loser shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, so this is what I'm going to say about that, Mel. That. First off, niggas love to talk about this, but it ain't going to eclipse the shit. When the Gators goddamn winning something, niggas happy.
Of course.
But it ain't going to eclipse the shit. Because who's won year after year after year? Who have we seen? Georgia. You know what I mean? Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So rightfully LSU. Cool. But let's not sit here and change the fucking goalpost when it's not you winning. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to go and say the same thing about the NFL about Philly.
Hey, I'm going to say this, Pat. You got some good points there. But from what I'm hearing is college football, the championship, the title, is going to remain down south no matter what. Because you just.
And I hate to say this. As a Florida fan, I hate to admit that. It's true.
It's going to remain down south the way you just.
I would even see Florida State possibly beating them before I could see Michigan beating them. Florida State with a backup quarterback could probably get it done.
Florida State, I will beat Florida State.
Yeah, if the playoff aligns, I would love to see that matchup. I would love to see. But then I really like Washington and Penix Jr. and that receiver they got. They're really good.
I like
but
that.
They're giving TCU vibes from last year. Just a little bit. Even though Penix is a better quarterback than the Duggar or whatever that kid's name was last year. I can still stop. Put that down, Rashi. Put that down. I think y'all barely got bowl eligible this year. Y'all in the same boat with Florida. Y'all in the same boat as Florida.
We coming still. We coming.
I hope y'all just gotta stop choking games. Y'all really lost the team when y'all decided to run.
That's what I'm saying. We coming.
I'm about to say ever since then, bro, y'all niggas ain't been the same.
Like y'all have had a worse drought than my Gators. My Gators, we at least won one. 2008. Y'all ain't won one since 2000. So
yeah, y'all been kind of relevant.
It's been
So
some
yeah,
years.
that's
We
But
saw
in
that.
terms of the Ohio State game, though, great game.
It was a great game.
McCarthy played smart. Corum ran his ass off in the defense. Because McCarthy, I like
what we're gonna
McCarthy.
talk about.
I think he needs another year if we want to talk about him being a top 10 pick, because he's a good game manager. He has the similar Brady qualities that when Brady was there. I don't remember all those because I wasn't, alive for that. But they said his career at Michigan was very much like managing a game. He could do his thing as he's done in New England. Yeah, and I see that in McCarthy compared to last year, where last year it seemed like McCarthy was like he could have made a Heisman run if it wasn't for Caleb Williams being so great and then just him also being a true freshman. So it was like it just wasn't enough room for him. But last year was a great year for him. This year he seemed to really fall back. And, of course, with all the drama you guys got going on, which I got to give credits to the brother coaching over there. He's doing his thing because, trust me, them 3 games that those could have easily been L's against Maryland, against Penn State, and Ohio State. Those are 3 teams that compete every year. Maybe not Maryland all the time, but Maryland.
And they were good games.
Yeah, they were solid games. He coached his ass off. I definitely know Harbaugh was on the phone at some point at halftime or something. I know he had to let him know. He was like,
hey, my nigga, switch this. Don't even go back into that coverage.
Get him out the game. I told you not to play.
I'm satisfied. I like what I see. I'm excited. I want us to play Georgia. You feel me? Because I think we will compete. I think that we can go ahead and do what we got to do. There's some gaps that we got to fill, but I think I like us. I like us, and I would love us, if our coach was with us. You know what I mean? If Harbaugh was with us,
he'll be back.
And I would feel way better.
I think the Big Ten championship, which I think you guys play Iowa, y'all should be able to handle that. Once you win the conference, he can come back for the playoffs, which would be good. It can be good or bad. It just depends. It depends on how different. I haven't watched you guys full season
and change the. I don't think he's gonna come and change the narrative. Like he ain't gonna come and change like the sauce. You know what I mean? Like that's just not him. That's just not Harbaugh.
Yeah, because it's weird because the only games I've actually watched you guys were the Penn State game because Penn State was ranked. I was like, this is the first competition. The Maryland game because it was just on. And then the other day's game. So prior to that, I actually haven't even seen Harbaugh the entire season. So it's like I don't really know is it any different.
They haven't seen the nigga.
So So we'll have to see. Other than that, I really like the college rankings. I can't wait to see if everybody wins their conference, how it stays. So far, I think it's Georgia, then Ohio State, then Michigan, and then Washington. But obviously, we know Ohio State's going to drop. So Michigan moves to the 2. Hopefully, Washington should move to the 3. Then Florida State, even though we kind of,
I think Ohio will stay 3.
I think Ohio. Yeah, like last year. It was like last year.
Did they expand the playoff picture this year, right? Or no?
Next year, I think it goes to 12, I believe. And we'll still have to see because even if Alabama does beat Georgia, it might not be enough.
Let's talk about that.
Alabama was sitting at 6.
Why? So let's talk about this shit. You know what I mean? Because just like how you made the comment earlier, everybody talking about LeBron, this, that. You know what I mean? Why the fuck is everybody talking about Alabama still?
Because they're hot. Because they.
So it's a bunch of teams that's hot.
No. I'm gonna say this.
Okay, let's look at.
I'm gonna say why because I saw Alabama in there and I saw Texas too. But in my mind, I'm thinking, man, the playoff picture expanded, so they still in the playoffs. Even though I'm like, man, even though they're not the same dominance as they've had for the past few years, I was like, damn, they still in the playoffs no matter what. But now that you said that they're expanding next year, I'm like, okay, then never mind. They won't even be in the playoff picture this year.
Well, they can be because they still only have one loss and a one-loss conference champion. That's the thing. This is where the buck stops. Everybody after Alabama is not eligible. Ohio State might be able to sneak in, but see, this is the AP poll. The college poll comes out tomorrow. But if the college poll matches the AP, then Ohio State might just be out of it. So if Texas wins their conference, they can make a case because they also beat Bama. So how are you going to jump? But it just depends on if they beat Georgia and how they do. If Bama dominates Georgia, the committee will say, because I have to look at the eyes of the committee. The committee, this is like the 10th year of the playoffs. So I got to go off what the committee has been doing the past 10 years and what they like to think. I had to take my personal opinions out of it and be like, this is what type of time they'll be on. Even though Texas beat Bama, if Bama beats the number 1 team, that's enough to jump on. And they'll definitely jump Ohio State. And then Washington and Oregon rematch on Friday. So that's a huge thing too. Oregon's only loss was to Washington. So if Oregon gets their lick back, what do you do now? It's so, and then we know Florida State should definitely win the ACC. I think they got to play Louisville or something, and Louisville just lost last week. So we know Florida State's in. We know Michigan and Florida State should win their conference and be in. Everybody else is like, we got to see. Because even if Bama beats Georgia, is it enough for Georgia to drop all the way out to 4? Because we saw it last year with Ohio State. They lost to Michigan in bad fashion, but since they were already at number 1, they only dropped to 4. And the committee likes to do that. You could be number 1, lose a bad game, but they'll be like, oh, let's still keep you in. So it's like, I don't know. But based off of
first loss of the season.
Yeah, if it's your first loss, you're right. Yeah, if it's your first loss,
you get a grace. You get that first game. You get a first game grace period if you like top 4 the whole year.
Yep, that is true. How long have you been at the top?
Because I think Alabama lost to somebody earlier this year, and it was still in the top 4.
Yeah, they did. No. They dropped when they lost to Texas. They dropped to maybe like, I think you're right, like right around there, and then they started struggling still, and that's what dropped them down to like 10 and 11. And they were saying like this is the first time they've been out of the top 10 in forever or something. But then now the past couple games they've been winning in a dominant fashion. That's why people are bringing this back up. You know what I'm saying? Because last year they lost to LSU, they lost to Texas A&M, so people were like, "Oh, whatever." There was no change.
I said all that to say, even if Georgia lose to Bama in the championship game, like we still could make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Georgia locked in. I think Georgia locked in on the playoffs, bro. You 12-0 at this point. Like, I think you're pretty like.
But you know what I mean? I'm holding my praises for my team because we ain't play nobody.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that 1 through 4 right there is gonna be what it is.
I was thinking the same thing, and that's still a good matchup. I would love to see Michigan, Washington, 2 good teams that aren't in the South, so it's not gonna be like one team's gonna dominate. You know what I'm saying?
And we're not gonna do the same shit and wet the bed like last year versus TCU.
Yeah,
I think say that shit right now.
But this is a better team, though. I think at least a better.
Yeah,
offense.
that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
So
I like Washington,
but I would love to see Georgia versus Florida State.
We love niggas just fucking with niggas for no reason. That's cool.
But yeah, I do want to see the Georgia versus Florida State. Those are 2 schools I've never really seen. They share a rival with Florida, of course. So 2 teams I don't really like, but you never see them play each other because they're in different conferences. So it's like there's definitely a rivalry there, but it's never been activated.
And they got a high ass fan base. Both of them got crazy fan bases.
Fan bases, nice college.
We got a lot of
Athens and Tallahassee are both like towns that's like outside of the college. What else you got going on there? Tallahassee has Florida State and FAMU. What else is going on in Florida, in Tallahassee besides Florida State and FAMU? Nothing. But Athens, what's going on there? Nothing besides UGA. So definitely 2 college towns.
It's a whole lot of drug dealing. That's about it.
Oh Lord! I mean,
I don't think I know that's not going on in Athens.
That top 4. That top 4 is
college town, baby.
That top 4 is looking good though. I don't know. I mean, Alabama could sneak up in there. But speaking of Alabama, we're gonna talk about that product of Alabama. Your boy Jalen Hurts putting on a show
in a
shootout between him and the great white hope, Josh Allen.
Whatever.
Great white hope.
Great white hope. But the game I had maybe
to win the game.
What you thought of the game, though?
That's 3. That's 3 bonnet changes for him. That's 3. I'm counting. The game, because I was about to say it gave me 3 heart attacks, and then I was like, wait a minute, how many? Okay, yeah, gave me about 3 heart attacks. But we got it done. Shout out to Jake Elliott with the 60-yarder. That's really what it was. I was like, golly, boy. I was ready. Even with that kick, I was like, you know what? Despite the first half, if we took that L, I looked at it and I said, okay, we got 49ers and the Cowboys next. I'm okay with taking an L right here. But then I was like, then when he made that kick, I said, oh, let's go get the dub then. Because at first I was like, I accepted the L. I accepted the L.
I wasn't able to watch the game, but I watched the highlights.
Ooh, you should.
And I'm gonna tell you something, because we was watching it. Me and Cooley, we was watching that Baltimore and Chargers game.
Oh, that was so boring.
And it was, I think, right before halftime, probably Keenan Allen turns the ball over. He fumbled the ball, and they explain why he fumbled the ball and everything. They go to halftime, and we're looking at the Eagles and Bills game, and I'm looking at it, and I think it was AJ Brown, maybe.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, it was AJ Brown.
I think it might have been AJ.
Did you see it in real time, or were they showing the replay? Or were they showing the slow-mo?
They were showing the slow-mo.
I saw it real time, and I saw the replay.
I saw the slow-mo.
Don't look at slow-mo when it comes to plays like that. You can't look at because you're talking about maintaining total possession.
I'm gonna say because they literally, the way they explained that rule and they put it in slow motion for the Keenan Allen fumble was he took 2 steps and he went forward and he lost the motion and he lost the ball. And then I look at that replay, AJ literally took 2 steps, moved forward and lost the ball, and they was like, that ball's down.
You gotta have 3.
What?
You gotta have 3. They're talking about 3.
That's not true. That's not true.
Maybe it is 2. You're right. It is 2. I'm tripping.
He took 1, 2. Is you have to take
but
2
the
steps.
ball was he was moving the ball. I think because the ball was
trying
moving.
to keep it, and you have to be going forward. He literally took 2 steps.
That shit is subjective.
Huh?
Suggestive. How like subjective?
Subjective.
No, suggestive.
Oh, okay.
You can. That's a different word. I mean, no, you can say subjective as well, but suggestion. You know what I mean? The word suggestion, but it's suggest. Is that not a word?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Subjective.
Tell me what you mean. Tell me what you mean.
I guess it is subjective. No, it's subjective. I would say then. I think it is subjective.
Are you saying like anybody?
It's subjective. It's based off of bro. What
how the ref
they can see at that.
Oh yeah, that's subjective. Yeah,
how the ref is calling the game.
So subjective. Yes. That's we see this shit. Tom Brady has made a fucking career off this shit. A career off of placement calls based off of the ref.
At this point, I take the refs out, and I just
at that point, I'm sitting there looking at it because I'm like, bro, you literally just gave a breakdown of the same exact rule. Don't give me a breakdown of the same exact rule and call two different things. That's not
with
what
AI.
That's why you can't take them out of the game, though. Like you said, they're not robots. So with AI, it'd be different. All right, it is what it is. The nigga called it.
Yeah, that's what Najee want. Najee want AI refs. You want AI refs.
But,
hey, bro,
you can't take them out. Like I just want fair refs. I just want people who gonna be consistent.
If you're gonna call it on one side, call it on.
But that's 2 separate games, and that's the thing. They're not all the same. They're all on the same job and the same training.
Bro,
they do. But how many times do we all go to the same job, but we got coworkers that is not going to work like us? You got some coworkers
that work like me.
This is also not their real job. A lot of them have this. NFL is their side jobs too.
No, hell nah. If this is your side job, that's insane.
There are a lot of them are like lawyers and stuff. Like they be saying like this is their in season because think about how you're only working 16, 17 weeks out of the year. Throughout the rest of the year, which is 16, there's 52 weeks a year, you're working more on your other job than you are in the NFL. So a lot of these refs are actually like lawyers and like I forgot the other jobs. I'm gonna look it up. But I remember hearing that one day. They were saying like, oh, they do this on the side.
Somebody look up how much does an NFL ref make a year? Somebody look this shit up because I want to know what is the point in this?
NFL ref salary $250K. Woo, wait.
That's it.
That's good.
205,000 annually. I said 250. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
This is according to NBC. This is according to NBC Sports Bay Area. Yeah, you are being a jackass. Because I'm like, what you mean, really?
Yeah,
for 16 weeks, for only 16, 17 weeks of work.
$200,000. Yeah, come on, bro. Like that's the best contract you can have.
But you got to deal with a lot. Though. You got to deal with people coming for your head. You got to deal with people coming. Let them. Don't stay in the city that you ref. That's one thing. I'm never gonna ref. I'm never gonna ref a game.
They had just explained the rule to me, and then out of nowhere, they gotta show me another highlight, and it's like, oh, that's just an incomplete pass. Now I'm like, what? That's an incomplete pass. I you just like it ain't the math ain't math.
That's one thing. I don't listen to Gene's territory either. When they be calling Gene's territory, he be like, that's how he be acting. I'm like, bro, they don't know. They be calling him randomly. He be like, I think that was gonna call.
We was watching. It's. I'm a kind of side with Najee on this point. When we were watching the Baltimore and the Chargers game, it's been like it was 2 plays where the Ravens looked like they got over the mark the game for the first down. Then the Chargers, they showed the exact same play. It don't even look like he crossed it. But Lamar Jackson gets 1 foot down, stretches for it, and then the other foot would come down, and they say he didn't get it.
Yeah.
But
and then
another
play,
play,
that's the Ravens'
the other
fault.
play, Cam Akers didn't even cross the line. He went out of bounds before he even crossed the line. Like it was way off.
Cam Akers plays for the Ravens?
Nah, I'm talking about it's 2 separate plays. The one with Lamar Jackson, he's trying to get the first down, and then Cam Akers trying to get the first down.
No, I'm saying Cam Akers played. Oh, you talking about a different game? I just can't remember where he played. That's why.
The Chargers. No, he played for the Chargers. Cam Akers played for the Chargers.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
When did he get shipped to the Chargers?
I guess I know he did leave.
No, not Cam Akers.
Eckler.
Cam Akers.
Yeah, I remember he did leave LA, but I was like, he just went to the.
Austin.
Yeah,
I was saying the wrong number. Austin Eckler. Yeah, Austin Eckler.
No, they did like that. That shit did happen twice last night where they like the Ravens. They clearly had first down, but they was like that's fourth and inches, and it was like, well, they didn't get a chance to spot the ball because the Ravens are moving too fast, and I'm like, well, we all looking at the replay. The referees look at the replay, so why are we gonna make it seem like they just moving so fucking fast they can't put the ball down? Like, bro, we literally took so much time. They ain't in hurry up offense either. They're just like, the play's over. Let's get to the next one.
That's the thing about football, man. It's so many. You got to think about compared to a lot of sports. Like, look at how soccer is reffed. There's not a lot of decisions in soccer that a ref could like decide the whole game. It's like if you say, there's certain ones, but there's not a lot. Maybe a penalty. I feel like a penalty is like the only one that could really like determine. Outside of that, there's not a lot of stuff that could really, really determine the game. But with football, it's so many rules. It's like it's about to expect perfect calls and consistent calls from every single ref in every single game. You're going to drive yourself crazy. That's why I just watch the game and I say whatever the players can do. And this is what they'll say. And this is what they'll say. They'll say whatever we can control. We can't control.
No,
that's
all. Frank, the NFL set themselves up for this.
Yeah,
they imply so many rules and so many. He needs to take 2 to 3 steps. He can't just take 1 step, bro. If it's a fumble, it's a fumble. Like, I don't need all this.
I don't even like the he can't go down if he's not touched.
That's too much stuff being added into football, more than what we used to grow up with as kids. Like
you're making it harder for yourselves.
Hey, my nigga, you caught that bitch. Ow, boy.
You get hit and the ball pop out. I'm not hearing that's an incomplete pass. No.
I would say they didn't see a football move. They saw him try to bring it in.
See, what the fuck is that? What the fuck
is football move? This is what they say. Exactly. This is what they say. A football move would be like a change of direction, a stiff arm. He was bringing the ball in, and then as it got into his hand, it got punched. Buddy already kind of had his body right there. As he brought the ball in.
That's a fumble. I don't need to see the play. That's a fumble.
We can't. We'll get copyrighted.
If you catch the ball here and you bring that ball here, that means you
didn't did a lot.
You have control of that ball at this point.
No. Hold on. Okay, so if I catch the ball and on the way down it falls out my hands, that's a fumble?
If you bring it in to touch it,
if I'm bringing it in, that's not completing the possession.
He literally got the ball.
If you touch the ground, that's complete.
1, 2, they hit the ball out, and they was like, "That's an incomplete pass."
If I bring the ball down,
I think it was. Boom. I think the 1-2 came while he was bringing the ball in.
This shit is.
I think the 1-2 came in while he was bringing in the possession.
Did he touch the
Right.
ground?
Did who touched the
I just
ground?
want the NFL to call it
AJ
consistent.
Brown.
What do you mean?
No,
He's on the
AJ
ground?
touched-
AJ didn't touch the
It's not like an out of bounds play. He's running a slant, and as he
No, I'm
catches the
saying,
ball,
did
he's
he
bringing
come
it in.
down?
Before the ball even gets down here, the ball is already out of his hands. Before the ball even gets
What
out
I'm
here,
saying, where is his feet at this point? As
he's
never
he's
even
making
had to
his
jump.
steps.
He never
He
had
hasn't
to jump.
completed.
So he was on the ground the whole time. He never even had to jump.
I don't believe so. But his steps were in between him. You know why am I arguing? We won. I don't care.
I knew that was up.
But this is
I
what I
knew
wanna
if
say
I
about
brought it
that.
up, you were gonna go with that
This
side.
is what
because at the end of the day, what can I like? It can't bring nothing back.
I'm just calling it out.
And I'm
how-
glad you're saying that. That's what I want to say about that. I hate when and I hope they don't fucking come out later talk about, yeah, we fucked up. It was a
That
fumble.
don't mean anything now.
Bro,
Now it
what
doesn't mean
the
anything.
fuck, bro? Like,
Yeah.
damn, y'all
I
niggas
hate
gonna
that
pay
shit.
somebody?
Don't sit there and
You
be like,
gotta
"Oh,
send,
bro, I
bro.
fucked up on it." We already moved on. They already went on the bus and
Like-
going to their
All right, one question.
Why
Why are y'all even y'all watching film and then y'all niggas coming out saying
Oh shit!
who's
Yeah.
interviewing
Oh,
them? First of
we
all,
messed up.
let's start with that. When did they start getting interviewed?
They don't
How is
interview
this
them.
shit
They
getting-
just come out with a
how is that
statement.
getting out? Like,
They come out with a
why?
statement because they get a lot of pressure.
This how you
probably get a lot
they
of
wanna
pressure.
be a part of the game,
only
bro.
because the only reason they started doing the statement is because teams started sending in mail like, "Yo, check
Yeah,
this."
they started getting
You
crazy.
need to check this play out for me.
So don't. But this one, they want to be a part of the game because we don't get the fucking email the team send. We get their statement. They want the people to know what.
Well, no, the people are the
They
email.
wanna be
No,
a-
the
But
people
no,
are the
What
email.
pisses me off is when we get to the interviews with these players and they're like, "Man, the ref really fucked us over." Oh, fine them, and then I know they be like, "Well, we fucked
They
up."
don't fine you for that. What do they fine
Yeah, we
players for
did
that?
No,
They
yes,
really
they
fine
do.
players all the time when they basically
That's how niggas get taped.
when they call referees out.
Oh, okay,
They-
basketball. Yeah,
They always
basketball.
find them.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they do it in both
even in football, like if when they call out the refs, them niggas is getting
You
fined.
talking about in the interview?
Yeah.
You talking about in the interview or during the game?
in the
After
interviews.
after
In the press.
Okay.
In the
That's
press.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
The
even
emails
during
of
the
them to
game,
go
though.
review the play.
Yeah, during the game, I would understand that because it's like, you in the ref. Because when you're doing that, you're probably in the ref face.
That's
Well,
the
not
process.
when you're
That's
doing
the,
it.
No,
that's the
not
process
fair.
of like
After the game is when they
disputing
send
a
the
call.
emails. After the game, that's
Yeah.
when the team send the emails to the league to check out the videos or whatever. But
Yeah.
in the interviews after the game, the players be like, "Man, bro, the refs fucked us over. $10,000 fine." And then out of nowhere, later in the week, the referee page would be like, "Well, we missed that call." Bro, you already fined me and already lost the game. So I don't want this fucking email, this little letter saying,
Bullshit.
"My bad." I don't want that. Don't don't even do that.
It's bullshit,
There's
bro.
no point of even doing it.
And then on top of so my point is like the text that they do give after somebody gets emotional and I'm saying something during the game. That's a fine. With the text, you have to pay fines. Texts don't just come and you just be like, all right, cool, I got to
Nah,
take
you gotta pay a
It's crazy.
$20,000.
It's crazy because when Brady was winning a lot of Super Bowls, and we would get on Najee about the refs, he would be like, "Oh, well, that's just the game." And look what happens now. Nah, so it's like, yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna sit here and be honest with y'all. We be getting some calls. But you know what? They making up for that. They making up for that bullshit call in the Super Bowl. They making up for that bullshit call.
Just say,
Hey, and y'all gonna get the same
sit there and try to
bullshit call in
explain
the
to me the
playoffs.
rules, and then out of nowhere,
Because we had roughing the passer on Josh Allen. He ain't even really hit the nigga like that. Allen flopped. How the fuck we couldn't tackle Josh Allen all game? But when a nigga do like this, oh shit,
That's
the
his
nigga
job.
solved the roughing the passer, and that's what got the niggas the yards anyway. But they still ended up with a field goal. They could have got a touchdown on that drive that they gave Josh Allen an extra 15 yards. They gave the nigga that, but he couldn't complete the pass to Gabe Davis. At the end of the day,
good, just say that, my nigga.
at the end of the day,
if you feel like your defense good, just say that. You ain't
What
gotta
you mean?
fucking diminish. He's just trying to fucking shit on Josh Allen. Yeah,
I'm not saying no. I'm not.
You couldn't even.
Of course
and
their
they gave
defense is
you
good.
15 yards, nigga.
Yeah, they did that. So at the end of the day, because
you ain't shit.
my point is, AJ Brown doesn't have a so-called fumble if Josh Allen completes the pass earlier. That would have ended the game. We wouldn't even had that drive anyway. with that. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Josh Allen, man, you shitting
Of course, I'm always gonna shit on Josh Allen because Tony Romo and the other dude on the commentator, the other dude, Jalen
Hurts. Shout out to Josh Allen. Shout out both them great quarterbacks. My man Josh Allen did not come through. You know, that was his fault on that play. I'm gonna put it on Josh Allen. But you know, he didn't make enough plays. Even with the ref help, he didn't make enough plays to get them boys a touchdown. Exactly. I'm gonna shout out Jalen Hurts, but I'm not gonna sit here and say he the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
When I earlier in the group message, guys,
fantasy. I give him to the GOAT of the Eagle quarterbacks. I'll give him.
Yes, I'll give him McNabb. And I have respect for Donovan McNabb. I say Donovan McNabb.
Way less than McNabb. He cried way less.
Bro,
he don't cry at all. Jalen don't cry at all. Jalen get like this.
Jalen like.
Did you see when Elliott made the field goal? When Elliott made the field goal, Jalen was like. They asked him too, why would you like that? He was like, because I knew I could have done better. We could have even been like, we could have low key we were thinking we were about to get a touchdown. We were thinking, dang. But Kelsey had the 2 false starts in a row, and I don't want to talk about that. But it was like, we could have low key had a touchdown.
Those were good calls.
Oh yeah, valid. He moved. Then Buddy flinched. I'm like, how you the center and got a false start? I can't stand when they do that. But it was on Jalen. Jalen was clapping. Jalen's cadences. He got caught up with Jalen's cadences. He couldn't. It was a little bit weird. Jalen was taking a little bit too long, so I get it.
Well, but you have the ball. You don't have to move until you move the ball. That doesn't make any sense. You can fuck up. I would rather fuck up the snap than get.
When you 300 pounds leaning over every now and then, you might fall. You might do a little hoop shit. Even when you got the ball, that ball can't hold you up.
Too much for that.
That's true.
Talking about Jalen Hurts. He went to the University of Oklahoma, but we could talk about Oklahoma City, and we could talk about Josh Giddey and what's going on.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it.
Whoa.
Yeah, you just skipped over all the NFL, wanted to go straight to this. I'm like, all right.
I mean, look, that's my thing, nigga. You trying to steal people's jobs and you don't even know the fucking
that one wasn't it, buddy.
What else?
Damn, see, this is what happens when niggas' teams is 1-9. They don't want to talk football for no more. When niggas' teams is 1-9 and losing by a damn field goal, Belichick fucking up, losing to the damn Tommy DeVito and shit.
We talk about the game of college football. We talk about the game of NFL. But like that,
we talk about one game.
We got a couple more. Fuck.
Who gives a fuck about?
Get the fuck out the kitchen, man.
You're right. You're right. Tell me about the Cowboys and what the Cowboys did on Thanksgiving. Come on, talk about that. What they did.
We gotta talk about the Falcons too.
What they were supposed to do. They won.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about them Dirty Birds too. You know what I'm saying?
Number one in the NFC South. They doing their
best. They the best of the worst people. They the best of the worst.
How did y'all? What did you?
But y'all not even doing
that. What did you think about the Lions? Lions giving up that game to the Packers.
Jordan Love. I've been trying to tell everybody. Jordan Love is on the way.
They didn't give up that game. They didn't give up that game. They were getting beat the whole game.
You're right. They ain't giving up.
Jordan Love was going off the whole game.
But they were getting beat like that versus the Bears. And, I mean, we know the Bears suck. But you have to have a level of tenacity to come back. And especially in football. You know what I mean? Like, basketball is a game of runs.
They was coming back. They just came up short. They was coming back. Devin Montgomery. Devin Montgomery got a late touchdown. They cut the
try to do it again.
They cut the lead from 22 to 27, 29. They just ran out of time.
I've been keeping these episodes rolling.
Because in the first half, Jordan Love was going off. Jordan Love was cooking that defense.
Right.
Huh. I said, okay, this is a good Aaron Rodgers replacement. Yeah, they got something.
He's doing his thing. They building with him. And the Watson guy, he's starting to he had a great year last year, Watson, and now he's starting to really cook. He's been quiet. He was doing his thing. Now I like what they're doing with that. And of course,
Aaron, they got rid of everybody because when they had McCarthy, and Aaron Rodgers, when they took a loss, they would just bicker. It's your fault. It's your play calling. It's your pass. It's your not being consistent, whatever. Now that they got rid of both of them, it's no excuses. It's like, hey, we gotta play ball, and that's what they doing. Them boys playing ball. So that's a
Hey,
good
but I
win.
will say this though. That boy Mike McCarthy, he calling them some good ass calls over there down there in Dallas this year. Now that he's doing some play calling.
That's a
You know what I'm
transition.
saying? You know what I mean? I will say that though. You know what I mean?
Here we go. Here come the love for Mike McCarthy. Sooner or later, we be
Hey,
calling for
I
a
like
job.
that Dallas blue, baby. But I mean,
we be calling for the
this year,
man's job soon.
nah, I ain't gonna say that because I would say like the other few years, like he was a puppet, you know what I mean. But this year, he's starting to do his own thing here, and it looks a lot better.
Hey,
I don't even like our offense. I said this at the
Pat.
beginning of the year. Y'all can check the film.
Pat, like Shady say, Dak is ass.
He
Dak
is.
is ass.
He is.
He should
He
have
is
got
not
the
that
ball
guy.
Lambo.
He is not that
I
guy.
wouldn't say he's
We
ass.
should have kept Zeke. No, we should have kept Zeke and got
I'm
that
gonna
nigga
make-
the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. The first thing that I did this year on my fucking franchise when I got mad, I got him the fuck up out of there. I went and got that boy CJ Stroud.
Oh
If
my
they would've
gosh,
traded
CJ, bro.
Dak for CJ at the beginning of the year, we wouldn't have known shit about CJ. They would have known about Dak. They'd have been like, shit, we ain't got nothing going on.
But then
CJ
again,
cool and
CJ
all,
CJ
but
is having a
CJ
rookie
did
year
have this-
similar to Dak, though, or a first
But
year.
now,
Shout
I'ma
out to my boy
talk
Tank
to,
Dell.
Don't
Shout out
even
to
wanna talk
try
just about-
CJ.
When
Don't even
when
try
Dak
CJ.
first started, no, I'm just saying we can't just go all. I love CJ. He's balling out. They doing their thing, but let's not go all 100% change the whole franchise just yet. Blow it up. But then again, Dak has had
Dak is
years.
not
He
that
has
Looks
six
guy.
like
years.
CJ looked more Lamar. CJ looked more like not with the running and shit. Not with the
I'm
running.
about to say
But
because
just
Lamar wasn't throwing for
the
no
impact.
400.
I'm talking impact. You know what I mean? Like when he pulled up, niggas
To
was like,
Baltimore,
niggas was like, yo, we got hope. We got something we could cook around. Like we
yeah,
got
he done
something that
changed
we
the whole
can
attitude of that Houston,
like
Hey,
Texas
Houston
team.
got
Because they
them
they
boys
wasn't
that
having none of
little
before
rookie duo
season
down
started.
there, man. The 1-2 punch.
nothing.
CJ and
Like,
Tank,
I'm-
bro, going crazy.
Tank
No
doing
cap.
his thing, bro. He a nice little receiver, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
Joey B,
he a gem.
Trevor Lawrence, like them same impacts that
If
them
y'all
guys
ain't
have.
if y'all ain't got them on fantasy,
That's
y'all need
what
to get them.
CJ got for sure. That's what CJ got.
If y'all ain't got them
But
on
they-
fantasy, y'all need to get either CJ or Tank.
Oh, that
Yeah,
boy
they-
Dalton
they-
Schultz. Dalton Schultz.
No, he didn't do nothing for me this week. He
Not
didn't
this
do nothing
week,
for me
but
this week. He balling though. He balling though.
He balling.
Yeah.
You feel
The
me?
1 week I
Doing
put
his
him
thing.
in.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
CJ Stroud on fantasy. He did it again this week. He did his thing this week.
But I'm gonna tell y'all this though.
CJ
I
Stroud.
looked at the next few weeks. I did look at the next few weeks. I think I got Munyon coming up next week.
No, I got
catch that. Oh, okay. All right. So this must be in 2 weeks. Then you get your L. But you gonna be the last week of the season, and
Who?
that way I'll be feeling good, Jamel. That way
Who?
I'll be feeling good going
He
into
just
the
wrote me off.
playoffs. So that way, when I see you again, Mr. Najee, sir, and I'm logged in, and my team is all fucking together, you'll fucking see.
Me? You talking
I'm
to
on a
me?
losing streak, man. I got to get it together.
Man.
Frank,
The Jefferson
Frank, I wrote
injury
you.
didn't help.
I wrote Jamel. I wrote whoever else in the fucking goddamn franchise off. The only person I ain't wrote off yet is Najee, because I ain't beat him yet.
Najee, who's your first loss to? Kenneth?
Actually, no, I
DJ
did
Rose?
beat him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be. It wasn't me.
It was Pat. Pat I lost to
Yeah,
first
well,
time.
my bad. I'm drunk.
Oh.
I lost to
for
Pat
real.
the first
Not for
time. I
real.
lost
But-
to Cooley.
But
I think I lost to. I don't remember who I lost to. The last two
You
ones.
lost. I
That
beat.
man
I beat.
I'll say my first
the
loss.
last time I
I'll
played
give it to Pat.
Playboy
My first
Chris.
loss to Pat. My team was just they played like ass that week. But the other two losses, it was like half my team was gone. I was like, fuck. I mean, that's just the cards I was dealt with, you know. When it's like when you get like 7 people that's all on bye at the same time, you're like, damn, shit. The whole bench is on bye. You're like, bro, it means nothing you can do about it. But majority of my guys,
you just gotta draft around that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Maybe
I
a real
mean,
better
and at that
GM.
point, I already I'm happy that happened because now all those guys they don't have to worry about them being on bye. So like coming to the end of the season, I think it's 2 weeks left. Oh yeah, We good. We sitting right now before playoffs. We sitting at the top right now.
Nigga.
I'll see you soon. Hey, yo, ain't nobody really challenging me. Stop. Ain't nobody really.
We go ahead to see.
I'll see you soon, nigga. Hey, and I'll let you know too what's going on in on my other league. You know what I'm saying? That boy Jalen Hurts. I got Jalen Hurts on the other league too. He came through clutch for a nigga, bro. He won this.
Yeah, how much did he put up on yesterday? How many points?
Shit. Hold on, real quick. Let me grab the flop.
Let me
grab the flop.
Pull it up. Let's see what he on.
Oh yeah, my last three. I got Rod. I got Kenneth, and then I got Frank. Oh yeah.
Jalen with the 52 yesterday for you. Yeah, he did ball out. That's one thing I will say about Jalen Hurts. He didn't give up, and neither did the rest of the team.
He's been balling.
The first half, he was 3 for 10, a pick, a fumble. I was like, God,
and that's how certain games. I go through the fucking waves with y'all. The fucking damn, bro. We lost. I'm like, fuck. I lost. I get to doing shit. You come back 2 hours later. Jalen fucking Hurts.
That man DeAndre Swift boosted up the offense. DeAndre Swift with the big run helped get everything. Then Devontae Smith with that catch over the middle. Oh my gosh. And then the catch by Zacchaeus that looked very similar to the catch that Isaiah Bond had with Jalen Milroe against Auburn the night before, where it's like that back of the end zone, just like, oh, I'm going to catch it and bring it in. Just crazy catch. And then A.J. Brown's touchdown. It was like, dang, it was just like that. We were back in the game. You know what I'm saying? It was really cool because it was the fourth quarter. We were still down 10 in the third.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm sticking to it. I predicted the Eagles and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. So far,
I'm like that. Those are my two favorite quarterbacks. Oh my God, my favorite quarterback against my favorite team and my other favorite quarterback. That's just gonna be. Oh gosh,
I'm gonna tell y'all who else been balling for a nigga though. That boy Mike Evans. Mike Evans been putting up a consistent dub to dub 5. Consistent.
Yeah. Mike Evans that guy. He always been that guy since he been in Tampa.
For sure. And it's
no matter what quarterback.
It just shows no matter what quarterback, like that man is that guy.
Yeah, that's true. All the quarterbacks. Yeah, going even with before Tom Brady, he was still that guy. You know,
he was that guy before Tom Brady, after Tom Brady. So shout out Mike Evans.
Shout out.
He's always playing. He always balling against the
taller Van Vliet.
Hey, bro. I ain't never seen Mike Evans, Fred VanVleet, and Drake in the same room.
Oh my gosh, not Drake. There's that buddy off that show too that looked like Drake. I forgot.
And Drake was supposed to be commentating a game that Fred VanVleet was supposed to be at.
Drake commentating a game,
and he wasn't there.
Because I ain't seen him.
VanVleet was there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We talking about some.
You never seen Mike Evans.
I always believe it. Hey, you never know.
I ain't never seen those three in the same room. When I see it, I believe it.
Hey, they be
who cloned Tyrone? No, who cloned Drake?
Right.
Who cloned Drake?
Yeah, man. What do they call him?
You telling me
Mike Evans like plots in the industry or something?
He literally get his sticker tattoos on. He has the tattoos on. He's sticking them motherfuckers on. And right for the Houston Rockets game, he washed them off. I believe it.
And then guess what?
I'm gonna go drop 30.
Drake shit back on.
I'm gonna go drop 30. I'm gonna go drop 20 songs on the album.
Then I'm gonna go put up 200 yards.
Yep.
20 points in fantasy.
There you go.
You go do the math.
You do the math.
Speaking of Tampa, let's talk about another NFC South team. Let's talk about my Dirty Birds. One time. Now we was losing. We was on a nice little 3-game losing streak. Went into the bye. We had to recalibrate. Got to get a mom back together. Then we played a Saints team that they just ain't got no quarterback, dog. That Carr is not the guy. They was doing better with Jameis Winston on it.
Hey, the weather looking good. The weather looking good in Cooley Land. No rain.
Let me ask you a question, Cooley. Is Desmond Ridder going to be there next year?
Most likely not. He's not the guy. Now
Okay.
he could. If he was honestly again the worst part of that game. Desmond Ritter with the 2 interceptions. You know,
Desmond ain't even really had a real. What's this? His first year for real, or did he start last year?
No, Jamel. No.
Get him out.
This is first year.
No, bro.
Get him
No,
out of here.
we're not about to let Jamel do this shit. He always
What?
gonna be positive. You gotta see it. You gotta see
You
it.
do. You had to get the. Look at Trevor Lawrence's. Look at Trevor Lawrence's first year. Trevor Lawrence's year was trash. Trevor Lawrence
hadn't lost a game until fucking college, and I don't even think he lost in college. He hadn't lost a game until the NFL.
He didn't.
After ninth grade.
Well, Desmond Ritter went undefeated. He went under. He led his team to the playoffs in college. He took Cincinnati to the playoffs that year.
And before that,
I think the year
I
before
think
that,
this
they were
is
probably
less.
like.
I think this
93 or
is less
something.
about Desmond, how bad Desmond Ritter is, and I think it's more about how good that Atlanta defense is. For you to give up two interceptions, and we still like went out comfortably, like it just showed like how
What's y'all
it's just
defense
like the
rank?
Cowboys. Oh, we top 10, we're like number 8, number 9. But it just goes back to the Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is not the guy. He's just in a great system, a great team. I don't think Desmond Ritter is the guy. I just think he's surrounded by great talent. Yeah, he's in a great situation. So our defense is showing up. They won the game for us. Shout out Jesse Bates with the 92-yard touchdown.
Mm-hmm. That's a good free agency pickup right there.
They kept Alvin Kamara like bottled up for the most part, and they kept Michael Thomas. The only person that was really getting his shit off or popping his ish was Kevin Olave, Chris Olave.
Olave, yeah, I got him.
Yeah, Chris Olave.
He be doing his thing.
Yeah, he was doing his thing against us, but it was a great overall team win. Like I said, I don't have no faith in Desmond Ritter. Still moving forward.
Y'all gonna beat the Saints whenever it's time. Y'all might lose to everybody else, but when them Saints come into town, y'all ain't about to lay down.
You take that personally.
Yeah.
You take that personally.
It's just with Desmond Ritter, it's like I don't know any free agent quarterbacks coming out this year.
And I want to send a message to that coach, man. Run the ball with Patterson. Give Patterson some love.
Yeah,
man.
he been quiet. What's going on? Is it an injury or something?
No, we gave him the ball in the red zone, and he went off for like a good 12-yard, 15-yard run. He's still running physical. He still got a lot left in the tank, so he a tone setter. So that's
what do y'all look at when y'all looking for like a ranking for defense or just so that, like, you know what I mean? I looked at NFL and I looked at ESPN. And they kind of had the rankings a little bit different, you know what I mean? But I'm just trying to see, who is what's up with the defenses this year? Like, who got some of the best defenses? Like, what is the ranking?
Your Cowboys.
I look at
Cowboys.
It depends on, like, do you want a team that puts up? Do you want turnover points? Do you want low scoring game points? Do you want a balance? Because like right now, the 49ers,
I want a full cohesive.
Then you gotta go 49ers. Cowboys, I would say go more turnover points.
Top three
points
right now is going to be on the 49ers, the Cowboys, and the Ravens.
What about the Browns?
The Saints were okay. The Saints have good games every now and then. Yeah, the Browns are going to get you some sack points and low scoring points. Steelers might get you low scoring points.
It's really just those five right
the
there.
Ravens are going to get you. They might allow some points though, right? Ravens be allowed.
Ravens do a lot. They cause a lot.
And the Lions.
Detroit might allow some points.
The Lions.
Bro, I got the Lions defense, and them niggas will come through sometimes. I got Dallas defense.
They forced.
When you talk about rankings,
turnovers.
We're talking about consistent. If we talking about top of the rankings, we're looking at consistency. And you look that consistency is
the Detroit Lions have been in a lot of
see, like the Jets, they're not consistent
Ravens,
sometimes.
The Browns, the Steelers. I'm trying to think of anybody else right now.
The Cowboys, did you say that?
Yeah,
the Jets. See, that's one thing
My
too.
bad, I
You also
just
do
like
have
to
to
hear it.
sometimes. You do have to sometimes look at
New England.
the offense of the team. Because hold on. Like I was about to use that as an example. New England and the Jets. The Jets they can get you 3 turnovers, but since their offense is so bad, that team that they're playing is bound to at least score 20. Because it's like the offense. It's like the defense gets so many points for you, but at the end of the day, they get pressure, and it's similar to New England.
That's why I think the Falcons' defense is so good because they get put in bad situations because of our quarterback, and we still hold them to a field goal. We might get a turnover. We might give them back a possession. So that's why I rank us I put us in number 7, number 6 spot. Honestly.
No, I'm about to say.
And at this point of the season, you got to go off the rest of the schedule.
New England's in that middle pack because it's just like you said, Mel. Our offense is just so bad to the point where it's like no matter how good the defense does, it's going to be outshined by how bad our offense is. That's just the truth of it all. Because but when you talk about those teams that's at the top tier, where it's like, I can use the Cowboys still. They have great defense. Their offense isn't bad either. Their offense isn't great, but their offense isn't bad.
Middle pack.
Yeah, it's a middle pack offense, but a higher tier defense. Where it's like teams like New England is bottom of the barrel offense, but it's middle tier defense. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's nothing like for those teams like that. Is when you compare those rankings,
that's tough.
It's tough to try to compare that because the Ravens, like for example, is a top tier defense and they're the middle team offense because their offense really only relies heavily on Lamar Jackson. It's not like one person that's going to beat you without Lamar Jackson. So if you take Lamar Jackson out of that equation of the Ravens,
but that's every team in the NFL.
No. Because I could plug a different quarterback in for Dallas. And y'all still have great wide receivers there. That could work. It's not like y'all offense is ran by like a whole bunch of people. It's a whole bunch of weapons.
That's a fact.
The Ravens, they're solely.
I'm waiting for Trey Lance to get put in the game.
Oh yeah, I forgot y'all still have.
Nah, the worst part is y'all don't start Cooper Rush before you start Trey Lance.
Yeah. That is the worst part, bro.
Y'all did it earlier this season. I think when y'all be blowing people out. Pause. When y'all was blowing out the Giants, and then another team when y'all was beating the Carolina Panthers, y'all were up so many points that you just put Cooper Rush in. I'm like, put in Trey.
Put in Trey. Like, what is
let him get. Like, what's the worst he can do?
You know what they doing? They treating him like he's a 15, 14-year-old. They're keeping him pooped up.
It seems like they're kind of getting giddy about it.
Oh God,
a little real Josh, huh? They're being real Josh about this.
Oh gosh.
No Drake, just Josh. All giddiness.
Hey, I ain't say that. I ain't say the last word I said.
Oh, that he is on his Drake and Josh because that's what Drake was caught up in.
Yeah, see,
Drake Bell, he got caught up in that, man.
Yep, he did.
Let's be conscious about what words we use too. We're not trying to get demonetized.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm being mad conscious about what I'm using when in any reference to this situation. But yeah, man, you know that boy Josh Giddey, bro. He's headlining the news, bro. For
not really headlining. He ain't headlining. He's at the bottom part. He's like, just right.
He's taillining the news.
He's under the line. I mean? He's
FYI.
Right. If y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Yeah, man, you know, Josh Giddey, there's a picture going viral about
pictures.
Really events. You know what I mean? Pictures, videos going viral of Josh Giddey with a young individual. You know what I mean? She's 14, 15.
Junior in high school.
And so that being said, you know what I mean? But she's got a picture. This is what's the over-incriminating thing. They're clearly walking out from, like, the back of wherever the fuck they were at. And she's like...
in a hallway.
Josh Giddey.
That was a good censorship. I would say that was good censorship. I thought you actually said the word and we censored that.
You know what I mean?
That was pretty good.
So she's like, I just Josh Giddey, and we all sitting there looking like, who is this? Of course, that's
You
the first
did
thing
what?
everybody says. You
You
did
did
what?
who?
Then
So
they
who?
get to Googling who this is. Y'all act like AI generation ain't out here. Like, bro, they can
was
take
on
your
that.
picture and go find you, bro. So now they done found the girl, and now they found the backstory. They done seen another video of Josh Giddey at the club. Now, this is where it get weird to me. Why is she at a 21 and up club? He just turned 21.
He probably went with her. And when I'm a club bouncer, I see an NBA player bring in a shot. Oh yeah, you should come too. Because at the owner's probably like, oh yeah, NBA player.
Crazy.
Think about the owner. Think about the owner. Are you really going to turn over?
Fucking Josh Giddey? First of all, it's Josh fucking.
Where the club at? Are they in OKC?
Fucking Bolton.
If they in OKC, then they definitely know him.
Listen here, bro. Josh Giddey,
And nobody to know in OKC but the Thunder players.
This make me sad because I just was raving about this man to Cooley about how Josh Giddey
cool with that?
dude. Huh?
Oh, he's that dude now.
No, this is before all this time happened. Hey, don't try to construe my words, man. I said he was that dude before he became what he is right now. Before he was exposed as Karl Malone.
He was already this.
Probably ain't the first.
I'm gonna say Najee has a track record of vouching for people who have a history.
Hey,
Who have a
Najee, how do you wear a bonnet and not support women?
I do support women.
That's crazy. Clearly not.
First of all, can you let me finish my statement, Platinum P? Because you clearly like to cut me off before I finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead, cook, bro. Go ahead, cook.
I was saying at the start of the season, I was like, man, Josh Giddey, that dude, bro, he gives you a triple double before the really a quiet triple double, and I mean,
yeah, he keeps his numbers quiet.
Yeah, he keeps them quiet. And I mean,
real low
this
key.
is before this gets exposed and everything. Before he got exposed and everything. So like now I'm looking like, man, Josh, man, you got me out here looking crazy, man, supporting you, man. But you know, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Right now, we still have allegations. Still to right now, it's at allegations and stuff like that. So you know,
you see, that's what's wrong with the black man.
Oh, here we go.
Supporting the white man always. Y'all here supporting the white man. Now look at where he done led you astray.
Hey,
hold up.
Okay, Malcolm. Let us
He
didn't let you in a fucking case.
Where was everybody at when Kobe was doing the same thing?
I wasn't alive. I wasn't alive.
I was alive, but I wasn't conscious.
First of all, I wasn't alive, and two, I don't condone it either.
All I know,
I was a Celtics fan.
All I know is he was with Vanessa.
So was Kobe.
Hold on.
I've been a documented Kobe hater.
He just said
since day one.
He just said, I did not support anything that Kobe had going on. I didn't know nothing about it. I was a Celtics fan. What?
Because as a kid, my first NBA final. No, the first NBA finals I ever watched.
Worst of the worst.
I know, right? It's the worst team to pick. But nah, because I only say that because my first NBA finals I ever saw was Kevin Garnett and them boys in Boston. And then that was
anything is possible.
Like that was it. Like I was like, oh, I'm a fan. And then once after a while, I was like,
look at that black man saying anything's possible while he's standing on the court with a white logo.
Hey, repping the Irish, man. But first of all, I ain't say that. Pat said that. I ain't say nothing about that.
And here's the question. So,
but no, I don't really know much about Kobe Bryant's situation, but I definitely don't support that either.
The allegations and stuff going on right now. Josh Giddey just played a game still. He still played in the game. They ain't anything.
That's crazy to me.
Starting the game, not just playing the game. The man is starting.
And I saw them do the interview, and they brought it up. He said, I can't talk about that. I'm like, what? Troy Bolton. You remember how he did Gabriella?
Tell me out. What do you want him to say? And what do you want the NBA to do right now?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying he shouldn't even be like.
Talk about an open case.
I know that. I'm not saying that he should have said anything different. I was just bringing up the fact that That's one thing. I'm saying, why is he even with the team right now? But
Immediate
different situation.
No, because there's fucking cases where so and so let himself expose himself to this person on the staff. The next fucking day that it was let out, that person was not with the team no more.
You talking about Joe Mazzulla?
Not, I mean, that's a different time. I'm talking about. I was thinking more of Josh Primo when Josh Primo did that shit in San Antonio. You know what I mean? Like the man was they sent the man to counseling. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Hey, man, don't be reposting those videos either. Don't do nothing on social media.
We're looking at this as of a case of. We're looking at it on the surface right now. Because right now, yes, Josh Giddey is guilty. In my mind, Josh Giddey is guilty at this point. But with that being said, you don't know
butt this,
huh?
But why?
No, I'm saying, how you gonna butt this? If you say 309 he's guilty, why is there more?
No. All I'm saying is, right now, Josh Giddey is guilty. From the public's eye, Josh Giddey is guilty. But
from your eye, how about your eye?
You have to wait till the investigation go down. From my eye, he's guilty. I mean, the pictures, Snapchat, and everything. I mean, the only thing that could get him out of it is possibly if she's in the 21 and up club. He didn't know. He ain't know. He really didn't know. That's why the only thing that could get him out is because one, like I said offline, he's from a different country and he didn't know that the girls out. Like, because clearly, if you ain't
fucking on 14-year-olds and fucking
no, Frank, when you was in these other countries, didn't you know the law? What you could and couldn't do while you was out there? Yeah, come on, bro. Don't use that cop out. Don't use that cop out.
I wasn't in the military. They gave us a brief. They gave us a brief before we was in.
I'm pretty sure the NBA did as well.
He's been in America for how many years now?
2.
I can't lie. Nah,
there's a difference.
You know you can't.
We got access to all this information.
Hey man, I'm not gonna go ahead and instantly be like, this is guilty. Hey, I'm gonna wait.
This is my thing. I'm not even saying that he's guilty or innocent. What I'm saying is when we go through shit, niggas can't even figure out what the fuck didn't even happen. You getting kicked out. Like they like you just separate yourself from the team. We can't even find out what the fuck didn't happen until after the fact. Then we get we like, damn, why the person not with the team?
Actually, really, if you look at it,
we don't even get the information until after the suspension.
Because the times when people do get sent away from the team, it is based off the team owner or the team general manager.
Right.
So it's like Ja Morant, Memphis. Memphis is like, yo, we're a playoff team.
That's the issue. The NBA need to step in.
You want the NBA to step in. That's what all
because the team hasn't done their job.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the same combo for Ja Morant. The NBA had to step in and suspend him. And because they suspended him, then they're like, all right, well, shit.
No, hold up. The NBA suspended him the second time.
That's going to mess up the team chemistry. They're not going out with him no more.
Remember now, the first time the team sent him away.
We got to go through this shit 2 times? No. For the NBA to step in, we got to have Josh Giddey have 2 we got to go Diddy.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, that's like hold up. It's just like with Miles Bridges. Him and him beating the girl, beating his wife or his baby mama, whoever. He literally got sent away by the team the first time, and then the second time he got suspended by the NBA.
But this time he hasn't gotten. But with Giddey, he hasn't been sent away at all.
He hasn't been sent away at all.
So that's the NBA needs to step in.
The way Oklahoma City is playing it is we're gonna wait till the NBA decides what we're gonna do with you instead of we're gonna just handle it ourselves, which is a bullshit way to do it. But
I don't even think they're waiting on the NBA. They're waiting on court.
That's that too.
Because the NBA, let's not act like it take 2 days to get to the NBA. The NBA, they wanted to press OKC about it. They should have been there.
So that's my thing, right?
It's both of the NBA and the team. They both on the bullshit.
And I'm actually just thinking about it because I'm like, yo, the pictures and everything got exposed. What is her parents saying about all this? Where's her parents at in all this? Where's dad at? Like, where is the people? Like, is this a is this decision going to be a law thing or is this going to be a NBA thing? Because that's
It's a
what
law thing.
it's. Yeah,
Both.
it's to us.
Both.
It's a law thing. To everybody else, it's a
Both.
law thing. Hold on. I'm saying it's a law thing because we actually don't. The investigation has been only NBA investigation. There's no police investigation. The NBA isn't doing investigation because of media. It has came out on social media. It hasn't been like a thing brought up to the police like Josh Giddey is doing this with underage. That hasn't been brought to the police. So if nobody
I'm
says
sure
anything,
they saw it, bro.
because they
sure they've
see it.
seen it.
That I'm telling you, if nobody said nothing about it, as of like a parent or
That's
anything,
not how that shit works.
Hey.
If a police officer sees child pornography, the niggas is gonna go and see something about that. They're
But
gonna
I'm saying it hasn't
investigate.
come
They're
out
not
yet
gonna
that a
allow.
police has
So you're not
started-
gonna get demonetized for saying that. That is what it is in the
Make it
context
sure.
of what we're saying it. But
Right.
like I'm saying, they're gonna go and investigate about that. They're not gonna
Right.
just allow, you know what I mean, like, oh, this should, like a 14-year-old to just say they're gonna go to the damn office and hey, we need.
They're gonna go
I
to
think
the
it's gonna be
parents.
both. I think it's
They're gonna
already
go-
been both.
They're gonna go to the parents about it.
I
if
think
the
it's
par-
all there. It's just
And
not
if the parents
being
are
told.
like, oh, we cool with it, there's nothing wrong with that.
That don't
You
matter.
want to know why I think there's both going on? So what Cooley said earlier, you can't speak on a pending case. He would have said, "I ain't do that. I don't know what you're talking about." I can't talk.
No,
about, I can't talk about that.
he didn't speak about it because
So yeah, it is. I
That
think
man
all
said,
these
you know,
things
you can't
are
talk about it,
happening.
man.
I think all these things are
talk about
happening. Hold on.
You can't
This
talk
is what
about
I'm
it?
saying.
It's an
Because they're
investigation.
Yeah, that's true. That's
investigation.
valid. And this is what I'm thinking too. Like Pat was saying, it's different when it's us. I think all these things are happening. It's just not going to be broadcasted.
It's not broadcast. It's not going to be.
They're not broadcasting. They're not telling us that the police are
It's not going to
involved.
be
They're
how
not
it
going to
was
say that.
initially exposed
That's true.
on the internet. It's not going to hit.
They're not going to do all. They're not going to do all that. They only going to give us the final verdict, if that. They might not even give us the final verdict. They might be like, "Oh, he's out with an injury for the next year."
Hey man, all I'm saying is, to the public eyes, to my eyes, Josh Giddey is guilty in the situation.
Guilty.
But with that being said,
Dang, man.
until something officially comes out,
Dang,
Josh Giddey is still gonna be playing games until it comes.
Which is
until something
crazy.
Officially comes
Which
out.
is crazy. John
Shaking my
Morant.
head.
John Morant took a goddamn.
Sabbatical. He done took a
Wait.
sabbatical. He done got
Took a gun.
25 games
He took
off.
a gun the size of this damn lighter into the club, had a picture posted, had $50,000 around. Some
Oh, when he got the stripper laid out on
They
him.
said, had 50,000 laid out, and they said, "Yeah, we
That's
gotta separate
disgusting.
from the
That's not our
team.
image.
We need some.
You got a
time away."
Snapchat where the woman
that-
is looking in.
No,
She looking
hold
in the
on,
camera and
hold on,
smiling
hold
and
on.
saying,
I
That's
just
one thing I hate. That's one
Josh
thing I
Giddey.
hate. Where y'all just stop making this narrative about John Morant like, oh, he was just in the strip club with a gun. My man had a red dot on one of the coaches outside of a
That's a
basketball
whole
court.
different
So let's
situation.
stop
That's a
making
whole
it
different
seem like-
situation.
Huh?
That's a different situation.
That's
That's
too-
a different situation.
Okay, so are you saying that was
The
attempted
gun-
murder?
The gun. See, the problem with the gun, it wasn't even the fact that he had it in the club. It was the fact that how did you get a gun in Denver? You had to fly with that bitch.
Yes.
That was the fucking problem.
Or you know somebody
That's a
in
federal
Denver.
offense. Or you
One,
know
it's a
somebody in
federal
Denver.
offense, and it's an NBA rule offense that you can't have the gun in the
Memphis to Denver ain't a bad drive. What's
In
that?
the
maybe
arena.
8-9
You
hours?
can't-
Maybe
you
I
can't
mean,
have
you
the gun
might-
in the
You
arena
might know
over
somebody
the
out there, but
in the
then you
facility.
can't have the gun in there. Now that's another
So,
thing. But that was a
that's-
different situation. You
But
can't
that's what I'm
prove that.
saying. You have to be honest.
You can't
Like,
prove that.
Let's be real about this. Memphis literally was like, we're gonna be smart and beat the NBA to this because they're not. They understand the NBA is about their image. So if we go, we're gonna send him to therapy. The NBA ain't about to suspend somebody who went to therapy. That's
So why
common sense.
OKC
They
can't
did.
send Josh
No, they
Giddey
did
to
not.
therapy?
So they
He
literally
needs to go to
suspended
AA
him.
classes
He literally went to he said he went down to Florida to therapy.
for S word stuff.
Brother, he went to he went down to AA
sexual-
class on Monday and he was out by Wednesday.
sexual
That
advocacy.
brother was out. He was there Monday and out by Wednesday. And then you're gonna sit there and tell me, oh, the NBA needs to suspend some more. They only gave that motherfucker what, one game? After that, he missed 3 games altogether. He only really missed 3 games.
No, they gave him like 10. Not 10. It was like
no, they did
we're
not.
talking about
What's
Ja?
the problem?
It was like 5.
The first
I think it
time,
was-
he did.
So what?
7?
Josh Giddey's supposed to just walk on water then? That's what you trying to say?
No, not at all.
How many
When
games
did
did Josh get?
When is he supposed to be suspended?
When is he supposed to be
Yesterday.
suspended? When the investigation is over with.
No, they didn't do that to Josh.
They
They
need
didn't do that
to.
to Josh.
They
didn't do that
no
to
no
none
no.
of the niggas.
You keep because you
When
keep
did
trying
the
to
Chargers
And we're also using Snapchat evidence.
You
We're using
have-
Instagram evidence.
You're not
When
getting
did
what I'm
Deshaun
saying.
get
You're
suspended?
talking about when is the NBA going to punish him? Guess what? John Morant, first time he got
Okay,
sent away by Memphis.
whoever.
The team
I'm
sent him
saying
away.
whoever. So
The
I'm saying the
team-
team.
Josh
Whoever.
Giddey, should he be playing right now? No, he shouldn't be playing right now. But that is up to the OKC Thunder to make that decision.
Okay, and
We're
I'm
not
telling
go-
you,
we
I'm
can't keep
asking
making
you
it seem
if
like
you
every
are the
time-
owner, when is Josh Giddey supposed to be gone? It doesn't matter.
should've been there.
I'm not saying it's the NBA. I'm saying when is he when? Because at the end of the
He
day,
should-
it
he
doesn't
should be
matter
gone right
who
now.
it is. If it's the owner, if it was the NBA, they still exile niggas.
If we're talking about your
Right now.
image, okay, because if we're talking
Right
about
now.
Ja messing up the image, hold on, Najee. If we're talking about Ja in the image, in the videos is what really caused the suspension because the meme and all that other stuff and the fight with the teenager, that stuff wasn't on, like, that just wasn't on the same magnitude as the social media image. So if we have this social media image and we're going to make an action right now off the social media evidence, not the other evidence, just the social media evidence and how it's a bad image, where's the same energy for what he's doing on a social media post with the same type of image that we're so-called worried about? If we're so-called worried about our brand's image,
If
why are
this
we not
was
having the
Trey
same?
Man, if
Hold
this
on,
was
let me
Trey
say-
Man on
let-
his team, do you
Let
think
me
they would do
rebuttal
the same
that.
shit?
Let me rebuttal that.
Oh, why do you even want to rebuttal this?
Oh, let me
But okay.
to the comment that you said, because we're keep trying to compare everything. I'm so sick and tired of us constantly trying to compare every single moment to, well, if a white man did it to, let's do it. What if they did this to the black man? They should do it to the white man. Da, da, da. Every situation is different. Every situation is very different
So
from everything.
this is,
Guess
I'm
what?
glad you said
John
that.
Morant,
This is
hold
worse.
up, Pat. Hold up, Pat. Let me finish. John Morant, first time with the gun.
Here we go.
He was in the strip club. He was with a gun. He was in Denver when this happened. So Memphis is looking at like this, yo. First of all, you're not supposed to have a gun on any NBA property. That's no matter what. So somehow, some way, this gun is with him in Denver when they're not even in Memphis. So that means you had to either get on the bus, get on the plane, do something with this gun, or somehow, some way you had to end up with this gun. That ends up that situation. Memphis is like, yo, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of. We're gonna go sit at the house or do whatever, so they can't suspend you. Say that they can't suspend you if you already went and got help. Boom. So that's how they got this little. Because John could have got really in that situation. It was in a Gilbert Arenas kind of area because that means he had to have the gun in NBA property, which is a very big law for them or big rule for them. So he could have been out for that whole season, but they sent him away and was like, "Yo, take 5 games off." And then when the NBA finally was like, "Yo, we did our investigation, whatever, cool." He didn't drink no alcohol. We don't know how the gun got there, whatever. He's suspended for 2 games. So altogether 7 games, but he only missed the 2 games. Cool. That's that situation. In this situation here, Josh Giddey ain't really broke no NBA rules. He has broken the law. He's broken outside the NBA rules. So now the NBA is like, damn, this ain't nothing we gonna instantly already have a rule for or what to instantly do for it because you have to do an investigation on the situation.
So the NBA don't have rules about that type of stuff?
Bro, yes,
No.
they do. Yes, they do. bro.
They definitely
Yes,
have
they do.
rules that say
There's a
don't
code
break
of
the law,
conduct.
and that's
There's a code
gonna
of conduct.
no, bro. Get out
That's
of
why
here with
they're
that.
doing a team.
There's a code of conduct and ethics, bro.
Then guess what?
Exactly.
OKC should have went ahead and sent Josh when the pitches dropped online around Thanksgiving time. Josh Giddey should have been sent home or he away from the team for however until the investigation over with. That's how that should have worked. But that's not what's going on.
And
At
my
this
point, okay, so
And our
all
point
of
is
that-
just saying that
my
it should.
point is all of that shit is true, and I agree. But what you're not hearing is, I feel, is that if this was a black man, He would be exiled off the
Why the
fucking
fuck?
team.
That's the thing. Why do
Oh,
we
Okay,
have
hold
to
on.
go to?
One thing I will say.
I let you talk. I let you cook. There wouldn't have been no. Let's wait till this person investigates. Let's do this. Just like you said, Memphis was like, "Oh, let's go ahead and just let's get you out of here." Deshaun, oh, let's get you out of here. I mean, it's Kobe situation. It's team people. The dude in the Celtics. Them niggas is firing people because you fucking your wife. Like, bro, niggas is getting kicked off of teams,
Yes.
and like you said, situations is so different. I don't give two shits if a man walk in a fucking bank, pulls the gun out, says, "Get on the fucking ground. Don't shoot shit," and walks out. Compared to a man who just fucked a 14-year-old, get the fuck out of here. You are, I don't, like, bro, I don't care about that. Like, what are you talking about? So I don't care if you fucking brought a gun on a plane, on a bus, you fucking threw the shit across the states and you caught it when you got there. I don't care. At the end of the day, he didn't fuck a 14-year-old. That shit is, there's no place for that. I can't go to my job with that shit on the internet and that shit circulating and they like, "Hey, my nigga, we ain't got nothing in our guideline for that." And I'm a named figure. I'm a notable person. Like, bro, no.
But
and
you literally just
in the
missed the whole point I
NBA
said.
code of conduct.
Too much pressure for Josh.
You literally missed with the point I literally just said. You're talking about OKC should have sent him home. Yes, he should have been sent home. We constantly keep saying, yes, he should have been sent home. But let's stop trying to compare it to Ja Morant's situation because that shit has already happened. Memphis did the right thing.
I listed other black men.
But
it's
guess
not
what?
just Ja Morant. There's other black men that has been. I said if he was a
Josh
black man, he would be exiled.
What? Josh
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. That's a whole entirely different situation. Different situation.
We had allegations. That's all we had, and he was told to leave the team because a number of allegations. Because a number of allegations, he was told to leave the team, and ended up half of those cases, and it was never reported. Because we heard about all the cases, but it was never reported that all of them shits was either settled because it was like, yo, nigga, we wrong. And it wasn't even settled on some like he won most of those fucking cases. The people they backed out of their case.
Right.
So it's
64.
not reported.
64.
But once again,
and that's the energy of being reported. Like how you were saying, Najee, off the pod about, Malika Andrews not saying this and she not saying it. That's what we're talking about too. There's no energy in terms of the media.
Banned. He wasn't banned from he was not saying banned as of like he's been banned 30 games, banned for the rest of the season. The owner sent him away.
He was suspended for his first 11 games in Cleveland.
Exactly.
The owner
sent
him away.
Same shit. Okay, cool. The owner sent him away. What is Deshaun? A black man. The owner, the NBA, whoever.
That's why do we?
That's the part that you're not getting.
Why do we constantly have to put the color onto it?
Because Josh Giddey is a white man walking around who's got
it's obvious to y'all that
evidence
need to have the color
that the man has gotten. If you want to be, if your glasses, if your cat glasses got you that blind, keep them on, my nigga.
They both got punished at the
same time. Keep them on, my nigga. If the glasses got you that blind, keep them on. Go get some
I guess I'm fucking blind.
They help you out.
That I see common sense of Josh Giddey shouldn't be here. Guess what? His decision is up to the owner on this one. It's nothing. We can still literally sit here and, oh my God, Josh Giddey needs to.
And why do you think the owner hasn't made the decision? Is because he's white. That's what he's trying to say. He's saying the owner, if Josh Giddey if this was Shy on the team, the owner would have said, "Oh yeah, out of here, go. We need to send you away." But that's what Pat is saying. He's saying because he's white, he is given this grace. We'll let it play out.
Okay,
it's the same shit about Cam Newton. You can't tell me Cam Newton should.
He's giving the grace now. What? He's giving the grace now. What? We just gonna sit and complain about
he's giving the grace.
The fucking conversation we're sitting there having. That's what.
There is no now what. We're just saying that's
the conversation I'm having about is okay. Is he about to be suspended for how long is he about to be suspended for, or is he just gonna be out the league altogether? That's what I'm
he's probably not going to get neither. That's one thing. Hold on, Najee. Hold on. Let me cook on this one thing.
He's not going to get neither. The investigation going to end sooner or later.
How is any of that shit going to matter? Let me tell
you what's going to happen. Because at the end of the day, I am going to sit here and say what Pat is saying about race and things like that. But I also know I'm not going to expect them to treat him any different than they would if he wasn't white. They are going to treat him differently because he's white and not black. So it's like, for me to expect him to keep that same energy for a black man is crazy for me, because at the end of the day, like Pat just gave all those examples, we have so many examples of them not keeping the same energy when it's us. Why would I expect them to this time? They're not going to.
Surround my fucking argument off of that whole entire thing. That's what I'm not.
That's you. I will, because
I'm not.
That's how I see it.
Embroiled in my life is black and white, and I need to figure out that I'm black, because I'm gonna go.
That's not even what we're talking about with this whole conversation.
Not a conversation.
That's not even
a conversation.
You're using other points that we made about race to bring that up for this.
All I'm saying is
blind. That's fine, but at
Kobe
the end
Bryant,
of the day, you ain't got to
Bryant had to
another
go through
man
the situation,
they know what's
and he
going
kept
on.
playing. He literally continued to play after the situation.
After the situation, but when the shit first arrived,
no, while the situation's still going on,
bro, them boys told the man to leave when the shit first cracked off. Then the shit started. They started investigating, found out more, and it was like, all right, cool. He played during the shit. Yes, after games, literally getting heckled by interviewers and everything about the situation. But at first, he was told to leave. Bro, there's like most situations. It exactly. It's most times it's a protocol. Even in corporate America, even in the fucking army, if somebody comes out and says that my sergeant, somebody who's over me, this rank, this person, whoever was the fucking charge, and this person did X, Y, and Z, they ain't even got to do no fucking investigation. Somebody's just gonna go ahead and send you home first, then we're gonna look into it.
We're gonna send you home, so while in the midst of us figuring out the situation,
nothing else can happen. You can't tarnish.
Because you're a distraction to the team, and obviously he's a distraction to like people talking about it.
Obviously, he's a distraction to them, I guess.
He's obviously a distraction, because if I'm his teammate, I'm like, I ain't going to the club with you no more.
Hey,
I ain't going with you, bro. You got it.
But not. It's like that's my thing about the whole thing. Like, yo, like I said, Cam Newton. You can't tell me, like, they always want to say like a black man is, or this person, and it happens to always be a black man would be a distraction to a team if we brought them on. Isaiah Thomas. Like, there's just a bunch of people where it's like granted, you can have the conversation about the vets. Like, yo, they don't even sign on vets like that either, blah, blah, blah. But you just can't tell me certain situations where it's like, bro, if this was another person, why are we having conversations about who was it? It's not Marcus Mariota, but it's somebody of that tier to go to the Jets over Cam Newton.
Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco went to the Browns. That's who it is. Joe Flacco went to the Browns. Yeah.
Then I can't, like, you know what I mean? It's just certain shit like that where it's like, bro, who the fuck?
I'm not gonna make
it.
I'm not gonna talk.
I understand the difference of all the black and white and stuff. Whatever, I understand that, but I'm not about to sit here and be like, well, this situation is, the same. These are the same exact things, but they're not the same exact things. There's different variables of this whole entire situation. Everything ain't exactly
no one
the
said
same.
They were the same.
That's how we treating it. We treating it
but
like
how they treat. We talking about how they're.
No, there's a protocol that you have over situations. At the end of the day,
the energy isn't kept the same.
There should be a protocol of the same exact thing, but at this point, it looks like how OKC are treating it. They like there ain't no protocol to it. That's how OKC is treating it.
And why do you think so?
I don't know. That's up to them.
I said,
I'll ask you this: do you think his race his race plays a factor in it?
Does his race play a factor in it? No.
Into why they haven't done any protocol?
I don't think this race plays a factor into it.
Okay,
that's not my problem.
And that's where I think we'll just have to agree to disagree on that.
Yeah, because it's based off y'all base every situation off the race.
Don't see, and that's where I'm like, okay, see, it goes from agree to disagree to now you just be extra.
You can't put that in everybody.
First of all, I might do that. I do a lot of stuff when it comes to race. Pat actually doesn't. Pat is not the same. Me and Pat don't see the same eye to eye when it comes to a lot of things about race. So just no. But just because he does it one time does not mean that that's every single time. You literally were like, oh, I don't look at everything like all of it. Because what you're doing is because we agree. No. It's in one time. But what you just did is we agreed to disagree, and then I said, yeah, we agreed to disagree, and then you say, oh, I'm not going to do that for every single thing. That's not what Pat's doing, though. We get that. We get that.
Just like
So,
when Draymond had choked Rudy out, and you was like, "Why does Draymond?"
Oh yeah, where's the same energy from
John Morant gets 25.
Yeah,
that's not fair. I'm like two different things, two completely different situations.
But that's not even the same relevance because
now they're not the
what
same
you're
relevance
saying.
because it's two.
No,
black
it's
men.
not. Let me finish speaking, please. What you're
Go ahead.
saying is you're saying it's people are every time it's a black man versus white. That's not even the same relevance in terms of why John Morant got 25 versus Rudy Gobert got choked out and Draymond got suspended. That's two different situations. So at the end of the day, like Jamel just said, it's not every time. It's very rare that I'll even speak on a racial situation because as we all know, there's plenty of pictures you can go on Facebook and see. I grew up with plenty of in school with white people. So it's not a matter of black versus white or this or that. It's a matter of calling it how you see it. Because I sit here on the phone with a white man and they will tell you the exact same shit. So like I said earlier, if you want to be blind with those fucking cat glasses on, you can be. But don't project on other people because you don't see what's happening in front of you.
Ain't nobody project anything. All I said, I literally have restated multiple times. Josh Giddey should be going away from the team. At this point, he is not away from the team. Why is he not away from the team? That is based on the OKC and NBA's decision of that. I don't know why he's not going. That's their problem. I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, he need to be gone because man, you know, if a black person had did this, he would have been gone. He been gone out the day they dropped the picture.
No, I'm not saying no. That's not why I'm saying he should be gone. No. Hold on. No, because what you're saying is not what I said. I didn't say he should be gone because of this was a black man. He should be gone because of what he did.
I hit dog will holler because I ain't even put your name in there, Mel. I didn't say it was you or
Pat.
Who were we having a conversation with?
For me, what I'm gonna say is that's cool. At the end of the day, whatever you saying and all of that, that's fine. Where you projected is saying every time a situation comes up, there's a black versus white. If it's against the shit that you're saying right now, it don't mean that it's an every time situation. That's not the truth. That's a projection. That's not the truth. Because I very rarely speak on this. That's my projection. Everything else you just said, I somewhat agree. I can disagree. It don't got nothing to do with.
You must be talking about other people.
So
you must be talking about other people.
Hollering is you right now. Because that's a hit dog hollering. Because that shit ain't got nothing to do with projection.
That's if just because I said but, because this all started because I said but, or well, you know, this is it. I'm looking at both sides of the situation of it. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, Josh Giddey. Did he talk to a 14-year-old girl? As of right now, yes. As of right now, yes. The pictures, things could be altered. Stuff could happen. We don't know. We don't officially know what's going on with the situation.
Based on the allegation.
We're looking at it from the outside looking in of the situation of, boom, right now he's dating a 14-year-old girl. He's guilty. That's what we instantly all going to say. He's guilty right now.
And so again, that's not what we're all going to say because we asked, what are you going to say? And you said that's what you were going to say. I said after that, I don't know what the nigga is.
So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let me look at it on the other side of it. As of right now, okay, let me look at it on the side of it. The old girl she might have snuck into a 21 Up club, or she just might not have told him. I don't know. I don't know how that situation went. What's the laws in OKC or in Oklahoma City? How does that work? Like, how does that law work for them? Because every state or some different cities got different rules of how that thing works, of underage, of who's underage and who's not.
16.
So, but see, my thing is how a nigga guilty and you asking these questions. And this go for the public. How somebody guilty? That's the problem with the judicial system, bro. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. That's why it's allegations. The man ain't guilty right now. So what I'm saying is while whenever there's a situation going on, whether they figure out what's going on, as soon as there's allegations, you can go ahead and pack your stuff up. Let's go ahead and send you home. Let's go ahead and send you home. Yeah. But in this situation, we see that it's not. In other situations similar with the same race, we see this happen. That is not just a one-time situation. Now, and so that's my point here. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, everything you saying, it can be true or not true. That's your opinion. I don't disagree or agree because that's your opinion. You can have that. Opinion. It's your heavy opinion. And you can have that. My thing is, at the end of the day, projecting happens when you say the words, just because y'all every time blah 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 this that and that's when everything else is your opinion. That's cool. Now, if you want to get on, if you want to be accurate and get on Jamel, like Jamel said, yeah, we know Jamel is gonna be Dr. Umar, whatever the fuck. We say this shit all the time, but it's very, very rare for me to be on some shit like this because I don't.
Well,
Yeah, so if you were talking to me, I get it, but don't say all y'all. It's like
point, when you jumped on that team of Dr. Umar's, you become y'all.
No, don't do that. Just because you agree with one point doesn't mean that he ain't. And this point's with him.
Disagree with one thing.
Everything about it.
Disagree with one thing.
Dr. Umar's team. Guess what?
That's really what he on. That's really what Najee on. You say. Okay, let's just say. Yeah, I'll use it. Let's just say Hitler says the sky is blue, and I say, yeah, I agree. Oh, you're a Nazi! It's like, damn, nigga, whoa! What? Just because we agree on one thing?
If Hitler say the sky is blue, I'm like, damn, you agree with that nigga? It looked like the sky blue to me too. Fuck it. I guess I'm with Hitler.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like just because Pat agreed with one thing about a racial issue doesn't mean he's pro on the side of looking at everything through the lens of race.
I'm talking about at this moment.
You wasn't. No, that's not how you were saying it. You wasn't saying at this moment because you said that you always want to do this.
Because it's been going on.
Man, I must just come out and say it. The reason why old boy ain't getting suspended, ain't happening the way it's supposed to happen in these other situations, because pedophilia ain't looked down on, like when it comes to certain people. Like it don't look down on it. That's just a fact. That's a fact.
That was another factor I was ready to bring in too.
Another factor.
It's not looked down on the way that now she gonna hate this, but that the way that Ja Morant, what he was trying to emulate with his social media posts, with the street,
anybody
with the guns,
with a gun,
just that image, like the gun image. There's a difference. There's a difference. If I'm hunting and post a picture as a player, that's different than if I'm in the club with the tool. Because even Adam Silver said, Adam Silver said there's a difference between. They said what Ja was doing with the gun. They said they didn't like how he was dancing. Adam Silver even said we don't care if you pose with a gun properly and safely, but it was because he was doing all the.
You ready? Because hunting. You just out there killing animals.
Hunting is different. Yeah, because that's my question. Let me ask y'all a real question real quick. What is worse, in y'all opinion? A serial killer or a serial molester, if you want to say in a sense, or someone who's like, you know what I mean, like a child, like a serial child.
I say child. I'll probably go child.
Because to me, I feel like the child, because you're taking somebody's but somebody else can argue this now. You're taking somebody's innocence, but somebody else can argue you're taking a life.
Yeah, you're taking a life, and then when you take the innocence, that can also create trauma to where that becomes what they, what you do as a killer, you end the life, but what you do as a serial, you can create another life.
You create another life of a
like this, like right now, right? So I just thought like Myers Leonard, right? A lot of people don't remember what happened to Myers Leonard. He literally was playing a game, playing Call of Duty. And he called some guy do the C word on a Jewish dude the C word. It was like a racial slur.
It was
an N-word for the Jewish folk.
Type shit.
And he said that, and he basically was gone instantly up out of there at that moment. Because it's like, yo, I'm thinking about that. I'm like,
that goes back to Cooley's point. Certain things in their community, I mean, not in the NBA community, they're like, oh, that's a no-no.
That's what they do. That's what I'm saying. Like in this situation, Josh Giddey,
it's not fun
he ain't the only one in OKC doing it.
This isn't what we do. So we going
on the team? You talking about on the team? Or just in the city of Oklahoma?
Yeah,
in Oklahoma City.
In that city of Oklahoma,
he's not the only person in the world doing it. There's thousands of people doing what he's doing.
No. But it's like in Alabama, right? When they do the incest thing, it's normal down there for them, but it ain't normal for everybody else. It's not. We're not saying that incest only happens in Alabama, but that's where the majority of it happens. A lot of it happens down in Alabama.
This is my thing. What I'm gonna ask y'all.
So in Oklahoma,
at the end of the day, you work for
the club by yourself.
Huh?
I think he was going to the club by himself.
I really can't tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
Remember the shit that happened in Alabama with Brandon Miller. where
What happened?
he wasn't the shooter, but he drove the gun to the goddamn nigga.
Some PPD shit.
Well, I don't even think he drove the gun. I think he just drove to the man, and the gun was in the car.
No, he gave him the gun.
Okay, yeah. So he gave the nigga. So basically, look, it's like most situations. You know what I mean? I'm in your city, you in my city. Yeah, you might have work every day out the week, but nigga, we gonna link up. You know what I mean? You gonna link up with your coworker. I highly doubt that Josh Giddey was going out by himself, bro. Like, and so to that point,
so.
I think he like niggas on the team.
I think he met her in the club. I think he met her in the club.
I think he met her in the club. I think what's gonna end up happening, Josh Giddey got money to make it happen, is it can get spent onto the club because y'all should have did the due diligence to make sure that woman wasn't in the 21 and up.
It's kind of like the Akon situation back in the day. If you remember that situation.
I don't be knowing stuff. What happened with
Akon? He was in the club performing, and out of nowhere, he grabs a girl from the crowd, and it turns out, and like, Jamaican style stuff.
Yeah. As soon as you told me he grabbed her on the stage, I already know what.
Well, not grabbed her, but like,
I know what you mean. No, I know what you didn't mean like grab. I know what you mean like
15.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, you can't do that, Akon.
Yeah, that's on you, Akon.
And Akon is like, bro, she's in a 21 and up club, but
I see what you mean.
Like the club let her in. Like, how am I supposed to check that? So
because there's a lot of people with fake IDs and stuff. Like even saying, "Let me get an ID check," it's like you can't even do that because people have fake IDs.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even really. Bro. It's like you gotta really do.
Think about it.
You gotta go see a birth certificate, nigga.
The thing, how is that conversation going in the club? You know what I mean? Hey, baby, we in a 21 and up club.
He's doing this the whole time.
I'll be honest with you. Let's keep it a stat. Like you were saying, you in the club. Why are you sleeping with people in the club? Then? You got to be more sexually disciplined.
Nah,
to make sure you really find out.
You can't tell a man how they. You can't tell no person how they gonna live their life, bro. That's one thing.
I've seen too many people fall in love with the club. No.
This nigga said he gotta go.
You gotta understand.
You gotta really find out.
Old girl dancing in front of him.
You're gonna find out on the first night.
The whole entire time talking to her. You're
not gonna find out the first night her real age. So you
like. That's what I mean, though. And I mean, even at the end of the day, think about it. If you fucking on a 45-year-old woman, you're not getting no more pussy if you ask her how old she is. If you, bro, you're sitting in that right there at the club, you trying to get some pussy tonight. You ask her how old she is and shit.
You're trying to get some, if that's what you want, then yeah.
So if I'm 20, whatever, nigga, and I'm already understanding that, why would I ask this girl here at this point? I know she might not look 40, but I mean, even at 20, even when we was 15, like, bro, we wasn't going around asking the girl, like, hey, bitch, how old are you? Because
we was 15, it didn't matter.
Hey, how old are you? It did matter because if the girl,
we couldn't go to jail at 15. Oh yeah, that is weird, but we couldn't go to jail. But that is true. That is true.
For example, we know somebody who dated a freshman when we were seniors. We spent every day we could telling that nigga he was so
you got a few more months before, buddy, when you turn 18,
you not act like that shit ain't weird. You feel me? But we're not asking them questions. You know what I'm saying? So, and especially not the night of. We think it's extremely weird that relationship even went down.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, see, when I was saying be more sexually disciplined, I'm saying like if you're looking at this situation from a one night, you gotta be. It's a risk.
That's my brother.
Yeah, there we go. 5. That's 5, I think. Yeah. If you looking at this situation as a one night, you gotta be smart. If you trying to do this one night thing, you gotta know for sure because that one night could be it. You know what I'm saying? Put them on the top of the tree, Cooley.
Pause.
No, come on. I knew it too. As I said it, I was like, it might be a pause, but I don't know.
It is. Yeah. It is. And if you even thought about that, bro, like that, then you know it.
Or is it a reach? Or was it a reach?
Christmas tree. Yep, pause.
Put them on the top of the Christmas tree.
That could be, Christmas tree could mean different things. That sounds weird.
It's Jesus' birthday. What else could it mean? I'm just kidding. But
I mean,
if you're really hip and you know that there's no way that Jesus could have been born in Christmas.
He was born in August or something like that. I can't remember. It's not. It's. I think Christmas is at that end of the day, so that way companies can sell their stuff that they couldn't sell all year.
It's that final. It's the quarter four.
It's quarter four. I would say it's the last quarter of the year, so they trying to get it all out. Well, we couldn't sell earlier this year. Get it out. Call it Christmas. Yada.
Start the deals now.
Same for Thanksgiving. Same for Thanksgiving with the food.
Yep.
Get all the food because you think them animals just died? No, them animals been dead. So they holding that. They've been holding that.
They're killing turkeys now for next year.
They already put the steroids in it.
Hope we put some.
That just sound crazy. They killing turkeys now for next year. That just sound crazy, bro.
I hope they ain't got them. I hope they don't deep fry them and freeze them. That's gonna be weird. You know, they be out. That's how they be doing it sometimes. They deep fry them, then they freeze them, then they sell them as deep fried turkey. That's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Especially year old deep fried turkey. That's dirty.
That's nasty. We don't drive turkey out here. Be to get your head chopped off.
All right, Black Dynamite. Man, let's get up out of here, man. It's been about 2 hours. We at the mark. It's been a good episode. Things got a little. I like it. We got heavy opinions out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Good episode, fellas. You know, we gonna get up out of here. Speaking of the holiday, what in the world? How did that even? Okay. Speaking of the holidays, you know, this holiday season we'll be at the Celebration Bowl in the ATL in a few weeks, December 15th and 16th. We gonna be there, turn it up, band of the year. Howard versus whoever wins between Prairie View and FAMU. We gonna see. It's gonna be a good game. Gonna be a great weekend down there in the A, man. Everybody turn up. We gonna be lit. Y'all know the vibes. We done said it how many times. Pull up on the boys. We gonna be out there getting lit with the Penthouse. They gonna be doing their thing. Shout out to all the brands that rock with us and all the people that rock with us. Heavily